Okay, so a week ago, I tried for a long fucking time to get the Destiny Twitter handle, and I haven't been able to do it. But I'm banned off Twitter, so fuck that. So then I got this idea when Devin was here. Actually, again, fuck. Just being around Devin, I get so many fucking good ideas. I feel like one of my strengths in terms of things I'm able to do is I'm able to like surround myself with a lot of fucking retarded people and then like draw good ideas from that. That's like I think that's like an actual unique talent I have. So like I can ask you guys a question and see you guys post like 50 million retarded things, but I can find the diamond in the rough. I can pull out that good shit. I think I'm decent at like pulling out like good habits from people or good ideas from people. It's what it feels like at least. So I got the idea from Devin when I was talking to him. I was like, yeah, fuck it. Why the fuck would I buy that Instagram handle? So so what I do is I messaged the guy on Instagram, and I kind of didn't know how how hard it would be, or if he would even respond, or if he would even care. I messaged the guy on Instagram, and he actually fucking responds to me. And so, what was my initial conversation with him? Hold on, I guess I can just read it. Okay, so internally, I'm probably willing to pay 10 grand for the name, probably pretty easily. I think I would pay $10,000, guarantee that I have this name. But I don't know how anybody feels about like value of like what is an account worth, or whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I messaged this dude. I'm like, hey yo, just curious. If I would offer you like $500 for your Instagram name, would you be interested? Maybe he's just like a random shitter that like chanced upon the name, and he's like, oh yeah. So he messages me back the same day, like 4 hours later. He messages me back and he's like, hey, $5,000 and it's yours. I'm down for a middleman. And it's like, oh shit. So he's actually fucking here. And and then I almost go with a 5K. I talked to Dan a little bit and to Devin a little bit, and I think they convinced me to haggle it down a little. So I sent him a message back and I'm like, hey, would you be okay letting me log into the account to do the name swap? 5,000 seems a little high. Let me think some more on it. He's like, well, I'm selling you the entire account. We go back and forth for a little bit, and then eventually I say like, if you want to do the middleman service and everything, I'll do it. For $3,500, I'll do it in the next 15 minutes. We can fucking do this shit. And so we finally get to a point to where we make a deal on something. And what happens is, after we have everything set up and we have all the accounts and everything, I am in a spot where I am in ownership of both of the accounts, okay? Now, I've heard memes and I've heard rumors. I didn't think that this was fucking possible, okay? So apparently people on fucking Instagram, okay, and people on fucking I don't know if this happens on Twitter too, but people literally have bots set up to like snipe accounts in like fucking less than a second. So I don't know how you do this. I don't know if it's an API thing or if you're literally just spam fucking refreshing the fucking page. But basically what happened was I log into both accounts and I'm getting ready to do the name switch, and I have my one thing loaded on an incognito tab, and then I have something loaded on a normal browser. And then I click the change on one, and then I start spam left clicking the change on the other. And then as it's happening, in literally this must have been in less than like a quarter of a second, the name gets fucking yoinked by somebody. And I couldn't fucking believe it. I didn't think that this would actually happen. For a number of technological reasons, I would figure that you're like limited on like actually like querying a server like thousands and thousands of times a day. I didn't think that this was actually fucking possible. I didn't think you could actually do this. And so, yeah, some like fucking guy sitting on a fucking bot yoinked the fucking name. Rate limits are easy to evade? Seriously? On millions of accounts for like millions of times a day? That just seems like so ridiculous to me. So then I messaged the new guy, whoever just yoinked the account, thinking that like maybe I can play like a random retard, like, oh, hey, I was changing my name. Can I have that name back? And then this guy, so I sent him a message. I was like, oh, you took my name. And then I put a frowny face. And I say, how do I get it back? And he was like, oh, I just registered this name while it was available. And he was like, yeah, it was just available, so I just registered the name. And I was like, and he's like, I'll gladly sell you the name if you want. And I was like, oh, really? What if I give you like $100 for it? And he's like, well, I was thinking more like $5,000. And I'm like, what? That's way too much. And he's like, oh, I understand. Sorry, we couldn't do business. And it's like, oh, okay. So I pretty much figured I got fucked. There's nothing I can do. I'm not sure how you would even go about like changing the fucking shit, right? It's not the same guy. For reasons I can't tell you, I'm like 99.99% sure that it's not the same guy. So what I do then is I have a new best friend, a new super best friend that works at fucking Facebook. And so I opened an investigation into the account. The account was being squatted on, and I sent them screenshots of the guy holding the account hostage to me. And then I sent them like my claim to the Destiny name. So like the fact that I have like a YouTube channel and everything, and then I've got like my articles of incorporation or whatever for my LLC. And it's
Nathan.
And they renamed his account, and they fucking yoinked me the fucking account back. Oh, shit, boys. The fucking dream. Whew. I'm really tempted to, like, message the guy that was trying to fucking scammerino me and, like, talk shit, but I'm, like, really scared that he's gonna, like, set his whole life up into, like, finding me and killing me, so.
Yee smiley face.
How important is it to have the name Destiny? Do you think people who are always going, I don't know, it's just really sick for branding, dude. It is so sick for branding that I can say like, oh, I'm Instagram.com/Destiny, I'm YouTube.com. Like, this is like, this is a super original name. Like, to have this across like these two sites, now if I could just get the Twitter one, the trifecta. Oh, and I've got the Twitch one. I've thought about going after the Facebook one, but I just don't use Facebook enough to care about it. I feel like I could push for this actually though. If I offered this guy like 5 or 10K or something, I could probably do it. It doesn't seem like he uses it much. But I just don't really care that much about Facebook. Go for destiny.com. How much? I wonder how much a domain like that would cost. Nothing's being hosted on it. Is there any way I can see like offers that have been made for it or anything, or how much it was banned for? I don't think I would ever change though, because I like my destiny.gg. I think that the .gg, I was like, by the way, I was like the first person that fucking did that, okay? So that started the whole trend of .gg domains. That was 100% me. That was 100% me, okay?